The sun hums. The earth beats. People dance. And the spirit sings.
Welcome.
This is you. This is you before you became you. It's how all life begins, from one cell dividing into many cells. And from just one single cell, we grow into 100 trillion cells. And this creative process is seen throughout the universe. Cells are to the body as stars are to a galaxy, and stars are to a galaxy as galaxies are to the universe. This is the brightest star cluster in our sky, Omega Centauri. It has 10 million stars and is 18,000 light years from Earth. Whether star or cell, creative energy is everywhere. The creative energy from the stars gives life to the universe. And while all is connected with clockwork precision, it is the human heart that inspires creativity from within. Each one of us is like a star beaming creative energy. It is up to you to create the kind of world you imagine. Using your imagination helps to grow your creative ideas. The key is to experiment and be open to many possibilities. The creativity in nature is truly amazing, and the possibilities are endless. And what's connected, what's behind all that creativity is love. Love is creativity, and creativity is love. We receive so much inspiration from nature. And our love for being creative manifests in so many ways, through music, through art, through crafts, endless variety.
Grandmother said that in each bead in the beadwork that she does and has done. With each little bead as it's placed, she sings a song of prayer, a song of good feelings, so that when it's completed, it's full of good feelings that was put into the beadwork that was done. So when it's given to another one, the person receives something that was done with all good feelings. If each one of us, with each person we meet, we had that idea of goodness toward each other first, then whatever we offered to them in word or in gift would come out looking like this. Thank you, Grandmother. Thank you, Grandmother.
You copy the great players. Like I listened to Benny Goodman when I was a kid, and then Charlie Parker, who was more modern, and many players, piano players, and I used to write down or notate their solos, note for note, because I wanted to know the mystery of jazz. You know, like a lot of great people, my peers, whatever, older, younger, everybody copied from everybody. So even my heroes, all of a sudden, for example, some years ago I was in a store with my wife Setsuko, who's Japanese, and Star Market or whatever, and they had these $1 deals CDs, and I bought a couple classical CDs. I don't normally buy that and listen to that, but I bought it. It was cheap, and I figured I'll be open, probably learn something hearing some music I don't normally listen to in my life. So I listened to it, and I went over to my wife one day after I listened. I said, wow. Again, he took a theme, Mozart, one of the great composers, that heard the whole orchestration in his head all at once. Very rare to hear what the flutes are playing against the string parts. The flutes might go da 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 da, and the strings are going dee da 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 or ba da, you know, whatever. And then the oboe's doing this, and he's hearing everything simultaneously, and the whole piece. It could be 5 or 10 minutes. That's beyond genius to me. I have some talent in certain areas, but we all have things that we do. I don't worry about missing a note or two. It's what's from the heart, because I always believe, for me, you can get as mental as you want, but from my point of view, if you play from your heart, you've never lost anything.
What is this long line you've come from? You know, where are all these elements coming from? Because one of the things about creating anything is stuff comes out of nowhere. I mean, it's just all of a sudden it's there. And where did it come from? And what is this unconscious pool that you're pulling from? I've always been a little bit fond of Jung because I do feel as if I'm on this river and pulling from my forebears and the future me's. So all these elements don't come from just me. The creativity doesn't come from my I. It is, you know, it's a million different things. And the fact that we can coalesce some of it sometimes and put something on paper or in film is so much the better. But it's just kind of reflecting the light and just grabbing onto the light and hoping it reflects. That's about the way I see it. And it feels great when it works. But you have to shut yourself off to do it, and you do have to talk about boundaries. You have to really establish the boundary. To be able to do it, you have to be disciplined. I've seen some pretty bad stuff, which is not disciplined, and it doesn't work. Because it's not authentic. I mean, it's not legitimate. It's not really going in there to find out what there is. I mean, so much exists in everybody. That's why everybody has the potential. Because the psyche absorbs, comes from the moment you open your eyes, before you open your eyes. How you select that other inside yourself is really key, I think. So you seem to be doing it.
I'm very serious about making a hole in the water and surrounding it with either steel, fiberglass, or wood, and sitting in that hole and going somewhere with the hole, like taking the hole with me, and having the wind blow the hole around. I think it's a locomotion, that mode of locomotion. It's almost spiritual, especially sailing. And it's about being in touch with, God's elements, the wind, the sea, horizon to horizon. It's a reminder of the forces around us showing up physically as wind and precipitation and wave action and hard rocks that you must be avoided, etc. It's being accountable, steering your ship, knowing where you are and where you're going, and have some plan, and being adaptable and redirect yourself with varying weather conditions. And it's the last bastion of free locomotion. The wind. Well, there's some sort of stunt pilot doing tricks, barrel loops or something. Look at that, look at him. Wow. Wow, that's pretty amazing. Yeah, so, I like my hole in the water, and, I'll keep it, and, and I'll indoctrinate my children to it, and that they may feel what I feel from it. It's of this world, but it alludes to something much more, in my case anyway, and, I love it, I absolutely love it.